Hello and welcome to another episode of The Near Fall. I'm your host, bring that name up, Devin Willems. So last week Thursday, I had a solo show, just me.
Sorry, everybody.
There he is, the big dog's back.
Just the champ by himself.
Hey.
Boo!
No, we can't do that. I don't know where the applause is on the thing. There it is. Yep. But we're back. It is Tuesday for another episode of The Near Fall right here in WFV Plus. I don't know how you want to start the show, but let's start it with
Cena's last Raw.
Cena's last Raw. I think this was the right one. There he is.
That's what they say.
He was on. Yeah, it was last night in Madison Square Garden. His big one was he's pretty much set up a rematch with Dominic Mysterio at War Games, which is not this Saturday, next Saturday.
Yep, next Saturday in San Diego.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about the surprise guests who advanced in the tournament. Do they have like the full bracket?
So I found one. I don't know how reliable it was because I don't think the bracket itself. But we have an idea of what the bracket pretty much looks like. And it's Rusev and Sheamus, which we already knew about.
Ran into Sheamus. We'll tell that story later. Ran into Sheamus.
Yeah, we're pretty mean to him, I heard.
Hopefully he doesn't watch this.
You got to be careful. Jey Uso won his matchup. And then we start to get...
Jey beat Miz.
Yes. Which I don't think anybody cared who won out of that. Would have... Maybe like to see the Miz win.
I would have voted for the Miz personally.
And then LA Knight, spoiler, did beat his mystery opponent.
His mystery opponent was not Matt Cardona.
Zack Ryder.
Zack Ryder.
Woo, you know it.
Yeah.
And then you have Gunther versus the winner of Carmelo Hayes and Bronson Reed. And then the winner of Finn Balor and Penta, which that one will be a fun one, I'm sure. And that should be tonight.
And NXT?
Or not tonight.
Friday?
Friday, yeah.
I was like, they were doing. That's kind of interesting way to.
Solo beat his mystery partner,
who was
Dolph Ziggler.
We called that one though. I think we definitely
kind of said maybe throw Nick Nemeth, but I do like that. It made sense to have Matt Cardona be Zack Ryder and Nick Nemeth be Dolph Ziggler, based off of they're the ones who have history of Cena,
which I'm all for. It's good to get a little bit of variety. I wish there really was a true mystery opponent. I mean, because I think Dolph Ziggler and
we kind of figured both those guys were going to be the mystery opponents,
and Cardona would have been the two. So I mean, one more true mystery opponent would have been really cool, like a Kurt Angle.
I could see something where maybe they go out and one of these guys gets hurt or attacked before War Games, kind of deal, and maybe someone has to squeeze in. A surprise entrant has to squeeze in.
I know JBL's not in great shape, but JBL would have been cool. Who's the announcer? The British announcer. Not thumbs down. Bad news. Wayne Barrett.
Yeah,
Wayne Barrett would have been a cool opponent because of the Nexus stuff.
Yeah.
So like that would have been kind of a cool mystery opponent.
Heath Slater.
Yeah. But
kids.
There was rumors that Chris Jericho could have been a guy.
I saw something today. So Cardona and Nemeth were two guys that Cena mentioned. There was a third guy that Cena had mentioned, which was Claudio.
Yeah.
And people were talking about maybe him showing up somehow, and I'm like, I don't think there's any possible way, but
yeah, there's no way, Claudio, because
but he did name 3 people for a reason, I would think.
Yeah, well, maybe,
or that's his first AEW opponent.
Yep, now we're talking.
That's Cena's first opponent in AEW.
Instead of you think you know me, it's gonna be the trumpets.
Yeah.
My time is now, and it's going to be at Full Gear. What if he did that in his last match? He just said, "Thank you for WWE. You've done a lot for me, but this isn't my last match.
I'm taking my talents to South Beach.
You can catch me in my true wrestling form on TNT and TBS, on AEW or HBO or whatever it is." That would be an interesting kind of take.
He's going to have to go as like the invisible one or something. It's stupid.
Cena John.
Yeah.
JC.
Yeah, JC. There you go.
How was Jeff Cobb doing? JC Mateo, is he
He's
still
with the,
going?
MFTs.
Is he still right? Is he on TV?
Yeah, he's on TV
Okay.
with them and stuff. So, and he's basically another. He's kind of a similar build to Bronson Reed. So
Yeah,
he's
I would have
playing
liked him to be in that turn. He's got the
yeah.
really that tsunami splat or like that whirlwind tsunami spin.
Let him do some solo stuff.
Yeah.
Give him a chance to.
But yeah, John Cena. Who's your? I think my favorite. I looked it up on Friday actually, or Thursday. When I did the solo show, I was actually kind of looking up the odds. And I think Gunther was the favorite. I think that's still my pick.
Yeah, Gunther makes a lot of sense. They said something about a new star would be made.
I think that's in the undercard. I think they're gonna have like Obafemi.
And I could see maybe Carmelo Hayes goes on a deep, surprising run here for some reason.
Wait,
maybe,
is he in this tournament?
Yeah, he's facing Bronson Reed on Friday, and I think the winner of that faces Gunther.
Good luck, Bronson Reed, Gunther. Man, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued on the
Carmelo
Bronson.
Hayes and Gunther.
No,
Gunther
thanks.
could get attacked by somebody.
No, how about Gunther and Bronson Reed? Give me the,
Yeah, it'd
give
be
me,
fun.
give
That
me,
would be a lot of fun.
give me that match.
And then it's Solo versus Finn or Penta. Maybe it'll be Penta. Penta, Cena.
So Ray Phoenix is just gone forever now.
Well, no. Ray Phoenix was on SmackDown. I think there's been some health problems with Bo Dallas. So the
Bo Dallas. Oh yeah,
He's Uncle Howdy.
yeah.
I think he's had some health problems, so they've kind of pulled back the whole Wyatt's thing. And it was some big team hold on, I have it here. Yeah, it was Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura, the Motor City Machine Guns, and Ray Phoenix. They were brawling with the MFTs. They're going to have a traditional Survivor Series match, the SmackDown before Survivor
next
Series.
Friday. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying if Penta wins this one, I don't think he's taking up beating John Cena or winning the.
Well, I'm saying, I was talking about the match itself here, but yeah, him versus Cena could be fun. I think Cena wins
against Penta.
Yeah, Cena's
thanks
gotta
for
win
showing
the
up,
tournament,
Penta.
right? Yeah,
I did kind of like.
yeah, but a deep tournament run isn't just thanks for showing up.
Yeah, and thanks for showing up.
No, it's not.
Not in this one. I mean, no, it's like, hey, you beat Finn Balor and then lost to Bronson Reed. Thanks for playing.
No, you could beat Finn Balor, beat Solo, beat potentially a Gunther.
That's him winning the tournament. That's not a deep run.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. It's hard to have a real deep run. I would think winning the tournament is the deep run because it's such a small.
But he just wins the tournament. They don't say what a deep run he had. He said
All
nice job on
whatever.
he won that tournament a while ago. Yeah. All right. What else we got on Raw here? Let's see what going through the notes here.
Maxine Dupree.
Oh yeah,
New champion.
Becky Lynch no longer the women's Intercontinental Champion. Thoughts on that?
Sets up some stuff with AJ Lee.
For Becky Lynch, yeah, not Maxine.
For Becky Lynch, yeah. I don't know if she did enough with the title to really make me care about Maxine holding it.
Yes.
Maybe you don't have to do Becky Lynch and AJ Lee with the title, but maybe you should have the first time around.
I think Maxine Dupree is a fine person to have the belt. Maybe not my first pick, but I think is the perfect style of wrestler. A young up and comer can showcase, have matches that have consequences or have not consequences, have stakes in the match. So she's fine to have. Lyra Valkyria is like the first one I think we talked about kind of off screen that would be a great
Now
person.
that she technically by rule can again.
Yeah, or like, but this is the same thing with like the TBS belt and TNT belt on AEW. I think Monet is kind of holding the belt hostage per se.
Which one?
The only one that I care about.
All of them.
And Becky was kind of doing the same to an extent. Really wasn't defending it.
The problem. Well, that's the issue. Is she wasn't defending it against quality opponents.
Yeah. Never was really in doubt. I mean, honestly, this was, I would say, a solid shock. But this was like what, second time they wrestled?
It's like the second or
third
time
time
they fought for the belt.
So it wasn't like a pure I'm going to challenge you and underdog and win it.
Yeah.
It still was underdog who won it, but yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really move
It doesn't really make me care about the belt.
I'm not going to be tuning in for a
did.
Maxine Dupree match. Is kind of where I'm going to now. If it's Lyra Valkyria and like a Liv Morgan match, okay. A little bit better, maybe not Liv Morgan, but kind of that realm where you have somebody who can really help establish it and build up.
They just have to find a way to make me care about this belt.
And Maxine Dupree is not the one for me personally, not yet. maybe she does something. Um,
And I mean, we talked about it. She looks better, but is that because she is better, or is that because Becky Lynch is just really good at making opponents look good?
could be
Could be both. I mean, there's no saying that it's not both, but
All right, SmackDown War Games. Not SmackDown, Survivor, like the War Games matches. What are your thoughts
Yes.
on? Let's start with the.
well,
Let's just do the women first
the
for now,
women, I think, will still have some people added yet.
because right now it's Io, Rhea, Bliss, and Flair against
Kabuki Warriors and
Nia Jax and Lash Legend.
yep.
Ooh,
And it sounds like the way Raw went that AJ Lee and Becky Lynch will be a part of that too on the respective sides. That's my problem with these War Games matches. I think AEW did a good job with the blood and guts of, sure, it was a little bit random, probably more on the women's side, but at least it still had some decent storyline and
Yeah.
telling.
I mean, all of the women involved were in the tag
Yeah.
team title
And even the
eliminator.
men's felt
That one was a little bit more-
but and that's my problem with matches like this. Like, you don't have to do 5. Like, don't just make it 5 to make it 5. Like, you could do a 4-on-4 in
Yeah.
WWE, and you could have left it at just
The two tag
Kabuki
teams.
the 2 tag teams, and like basically an 8-man tag match.
I still think Io and Charlotte Flair and Bliss win it. I mean, you talk about the 4 women in on that team. I think have a little bit more power
I think
star wise.
there's a turn coming somewhere on that.
Yeah,
face
that's
side.
the other way. I
It's
guess
probably going to be Charlotte that
Yeah.
turns.
turns on Bliss with a I don't know chair shot and joins the Kabuki Warriors.
Or just walks
I
out.
know, but it's just kind of funny. Like,
Well, EO could go back to damage control, I
Yeah.
guess. That would make sense too.
I think we've been kind of pitching that one for a bit, but women, we still got one more Raw and another two SmackDowns before they even have
Yeah.
that match. So, all right, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll do some AEW Blood and Guts recap. Didn't get Nick's thoughts on it, so we'll hear his, but we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we have AEW Blood and Guts. So stay with us right here on WFRV Plus. Hello and welcome back to the Near Fall right here on WFRV Plus. It's Tuesday. We got Nick here in studio. Nick, AEW Blood and Guts last Wednesday. Didn't get your thoughts on it. You weren't here last Thursday. Thanks again, solo show. I'm gonna keep rubbing that in. Solo championship solo match. Had a long promo. That's all pretty much all I could do.
I
But
think Ben and I are going to form an alliance in the next triple threat. We're going to put our scores together.
yep, and I'll still win. Blood and Guts. What were your thoughts? Give me your first couple of thoughts on the women's and men's match. Only 3 matches on the card, but still 2.5 hours of wrestling.
Yeah, overall, I mean, pretty solid stuff. I personally, I think they went to the blood way too quick in the women's one, but 9 minutes in, and Sky Blue's entire face is covered.
A little early again. The visual of Sky Blue turning over saying this is my match. Like, I thought that was really cool.
No, overall, it was all pretty well done. There was a lot of fighting outside the cage, which I didn't love, and of course, Monet didn't really take it.
No,
too difficult.
Yeah, I think that was a weak link. I thought it was kind of cool. She handed all of her belts to all of her teammates, and they all used them on the other. I thought that was kind of a cool little
So
spot.
Hayter didn't take a whole lot of damage either.
Did you see Megan Bain throw a chair right in her face?
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, as far as the blood went, I heard a lot of complaints that she didn't really do a whole lot in that department.
I didn't hear those specifically, but she did take some. She also took like a brutal like falling off the ring steps. That was a rough one. Marina Shafir looked really good out of this one. Megan Bain looked really good in this one. Sky Blue, yes. Storm, not bad. I mean, that painted glass. I know it wasn't real, but that mirror that they threw at her, I thought that was a cool spot.
And the heels won, kind of like we figured.
Yeah. I again a solid way to do it too. Tony essentially saying save my friend, my teammate. I couldn't bear to watch her get continuously beaten.
Yeah,
So
I don't know if I love the finish as much as others did, but I get it.
I think it builds into the story because I'm pretty sure it's going to be Megan Bain and Marina Shafir against them in the tag team final. So I thought it was I thought it was fine. I thought the ending. Honestly, thought the women's match was better than the men's.
Yeah.
I was a lot more into the women's than the men's. I was kind of hoping we'll jump to the men's now. Briscoe got attacked. I was like, yay! I don't have to see him in the match.
I was hoping maybe someone would surprise.
That's
him
what
and come out
I
and
said.
nothing.
Adam Cole, maybe Brian Danielson, who was on
Yeah.
commentary. That would have been a cool little spot.
No, instead it was, oh, I'm fine.
Yep. Nah, I did not like that. Darby going through a literal flaming table. I don't know if you saw the
Yeah.
pictures, the stills of that, where he was literally on fire.
Yep.
Was relatively insane.
My boy got the win.
beat Kyle O'Reilly.
Oh boy!
And they're
Love a
saying
little
they're
KOR.
saying Kyle O'Reilly versus Mox is going to be on Full Gear.
Yeah,
So that would be
I love it.
that would be certainly one that I would be interested in. I think Mox will end up winning, but again, Mox taps out again. So
Well, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he taps out again to
Yes.
Kyle O'Reilly, and now we finally see what
the
we've
turns.
We've been waiting for the Death Riders to kind of blow up on themselves since what? Since All In, right?
After he lost
Since
it.
he lost the
Yeah,
title,
which
yeah.
was in July.
Yeah.
So
So we've
it
been
feels
waiting-
like, I mean, it's been 4 months. It feels like it's been 6 months.
It
But
feels like it's been a lot longer.
Yeah.
You're right.
yeah, so I thought I thought the men's was fine. Some solid spots. I'm not a huge fan of like the fork stabbing into
Yeah.
the like
A little much.
it's whatever. I don't know. It's just kind of like
Same thing when like now I just have a thing against needles as it is personally, like doctor's visits and whatnot.
Yeah.
but, like it's the same thing as like the hangman.
okay, that one
sword
what the heck? Yeah, that was
It was cool, but I didn't.
I don't
need
know
the
if that was
needle
cool.
involved.
It was you want to I mean, hey, it's a way to get
Yeah. There's definitely a
interaction.
market for it.
Yeah.
And I can tell you WWE's not gonna recreate anywhere close to that.
Well, we'll see in the women's War Games match. I mean, I don't think it'll be this bad, but normally if anybody's busted up on WWE, it's normally on accident.
Yeah, we might see a little blood on purpose now. We'll
Yep.
see. Just because, TKO likes their money and they see what it's working for AEW, so they might try
Yeah.
something.
And then Hangman beat Powerhouse Hobbs. Steel cage match though for all. I kind of
Yeah.
like that there was some stakes to this match, not necessarily in the sense of like belt versus hair or whatever, but like okay, it's not just another solo match. And I don't know how many times has Samoa Joe been in a steel cage match.
Yeah.
Like okay, you got my interest. I still think Hangman wins, but my interest is peaked.
I think Hangman wins, and they find a way for the ops creatively to still find a way to interfere.
Yeah. Oh, Powerhouse Hobbs like rips the door off or something.
Yeah, something.
I'm
like
in for that. Yeah, other than that, I think a solid Dynamite upcoming Hangman or not Hangman. Omega gets his kind of return.
Yeah, after what Alexander beat up his friend.
Yeah.
Is what I saw it described as.
Well, they beat up the Jurassic Express.
No, but then on Collision they beat some.
Oh, it
guy
was
up, too.
yeah, it was not Tozawa. It was oh
Mike something.
yeah, he's been on AEW previously. The tag team championships though, I Bane and Shafir versus TJ, and then Storm and Shakira versus Rhea Ripley. This is where I think one of these is going to main event. I think Bane and Shafir main events, and then after the match is over, Mina and Storm, or maybe just Storm, comes out and attacks them, and that sets it up for Collision. I don't know if it'll be
Would you
Collision.
maybe do that the other way so the heels attack?
I think Storm wants to attack them
Okay.
because she cut a promo
Yeah,
saying
she cut that promo.
yeah, saying that. I also think, no offense to Rio and Windsor, I think TJ is a little bit more. I guess I could see either or maybe after the match, Storm, if they main event, they call out, say, "We got you. Let's figure this out," or whatever. Isn't this tag team match supposed to be full at the Full Gear card?
I think so.
So that means the Collision would have to be the next. Like, I'm just trying to think how they get to the finals because they still
Because what are they at? They're at quarter.
semis. It'll be
This is
after
semis.
after Wednesday. It'll be four
Yeah, so they would have to fight at
Collision and then set it up for them for Full Gear. Interesting. I don't know that one. All right, we'll
Or,
take.
no, go ahead. No,
Finish it.
Or they do something like, all right, like you were saying, we're here. Let's do this right now. And they have them do it right there, right then, and that now you don't even have to worry about Collision.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that's your main event.
Okay. Yeah, you sold me. I'm in on that one. All right. Well, we'll take one more quick break. When we come back, we will a little story time about Sheamus and Tony Khan and Ariel Helwani talking today. Curious of how that comes. This was recorded before they actually sat down and talked, so I'll be curious of what comes of that. So stay with us. We'll be right back after these breaks.
And welcome back into the Near Fall with your host Nick Whitwer and Devin Willems. Devin, you almost ended up on the wrong side of a brogue kick the other night. I heard.
Oh,
bullying Sheamus at
yep.
a local Quick Trip.
I said, "Give me my Glazers. Get out of my way, little boy." No. Friday night, went to Quick Trip right near Lambeau Field and the Resch Center. Didn't really see who. I knew there was kind of a little bit of a commotion, if you will, or a stack of people by the food. Went to go get some food, kind of like cut in and squeeze past some people. Grab my cheeseburger.
Those people were getting pretty mad at you too. They're like, "Buddy, we've been waiting all day for this."
But squeezed in, kind of grabbed the thing. This guy who was talking to like the people saying like, "Hey, how long will it take for me to get a pizza?" "Nope, I need this by 5 minutes. I'm not gonna wait that long. I'll just grab this. How about a pork rib sandwich or something?" And I was like, "Whatever." I kind of like squeezed in. He kind of like looked and said, "Oh, sorry," and I'm like, I didn't really say anything. I kind of just grabbed my food and got out. Come around, and then he ended up like checking out. He's in front of me, and it's Sheamus. I think I might still have the photo. On my, I'll see if I can quick pop it up. But
God, I'd almost give my next 2 paychecks to see you get brogue kicked for real.
Yeah, there it is. I don't see. There is Sheamus in the checkout line. I'm like, oh my god, it's Sheamus. I mean, well built guy.
I would hope with what he does, he kind of has to be.
Yeah. But he turned around. He had the handlebar mustache, Irish accent. I'm like, oh, it's Sheamus. And then someone else in there was like, you going to Chicago next? And some other guy next to Sheamus said, why are you going to follow us? And I was like, yeah, not me, but the guy. I'm like, sure, the guys don't follow you to Chicago. But yeah, I drove off in a rental car. I think it had like, or maybe that was a rental. It had like Florida plates or something. So maybe it was just an NXT travel car.
I'd seen him leave a show driving years ago, like another live event, because the parking garage is like right next to the venue, and there's only one way out of there, so I have to show everybody kind of stood around.
But it was kind of cool. Send it to you, another buddy, and my other buddy said, "What was he doing?" I didn't realize it, but the NXT show.
That show that night.
And I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that Sheamus would be there.
Well, they did say, some favorite Raw, SmackDown superstar. It makes sense that he would be on there. It's kind of where he is now.
Yeah, and I think he actually does enjoy the Green Bay area too. I think it kind of fits just his lifestyle. I don't know, but
I mean that's kind of where he is on the card nowadays. Is he's gonna be at these live shows.
These house shows. But so I ran into Sheamus on Quick Trip Lombardi. You never know who you're gonna run to, so you got to make sure you're always ready for a beatdown or Donnybrook.
You're lucky he didn't want to go after that open challenge near fall championship in the middle of the Quick Trip.
Undefeated in Quick Trips. I have the home court advantage.
There you go.
I can outrun him. That's about all I can do. But yeah, it was kind of interesting to see Sheamus. Wasn't able to say, "Hey, do you want to pop on the new phone?" I should have.
You didn't bring him on the show. You didn't get his contact information. Nothing. You just took a weird picture of him.
Sheamus, where are you, buddy? Sheamus, come here. No, it was cool. But all right, AEW. A little bit last wrap up. Announced yesterday that. Tony Khan will be on Ariel Helwani's infamous kind of like, I don't want to say heat, but Ariel Helwani saying some bad things between Tony Khan returning the favor. What do you think is the biggest thing that Tony Khan says in this interview? In the sense of like, what's the thing that's getting all the headlines?
I just hope it's not something dumb like, Dynamite. I hope it's not like a whole half hour of just him.
I don't think Ariel will let it. I actually think Ariel is going to do his best to put again. Ariel has a pretty solid relationship with WWE, and he is a huge WWE fan. Doesn't mean he doesn't like AEW or doesn't like people who are on AEW's roster, but I think he has a little bit more preference towards one. My opinion on that, but I think he's good enough as a podcaster or journalist to not just purely attack him. He'll try to get some good content out of it. I think the big thing.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I would say Tony Khan's quote, the headlines is going to be, in 5 is quote's gonna be quote unquote in 5 years we'll be bigger than WWE
Okay. Yeah. I
or
can see
making
that.
more money or something like that. I think that'll be like a quote that like something along those lines where he says
Could
we're
have something big come out of the whole Andrade situation too. I'm sure
oh
that gets
yeah,
brought up.
I'm sure that'll be a big topic. Will be the Andrade one.
Maybe some sort of surprise.
CM
appearance
Punk.
by
No, I
something,
think he'll talk about the
CM
CM.
Punk
I
stuff.
think Ariel Helwani is gonna have because CM Punk after the whole he got let go, he went right on Ariel Helwani's and
Yeah.
said some not so great things about AEW and
still gonna bring that back up.
I think
Like,
Ariel
it
will.
feels so old.
I think Ariel will say, "What about walk us through or walk me through the CM Punk situation? How do we get from point A to him getting into the company to point F or Z of him leaving the company after punching somebody on camera? Why did you release the footage on Dynamite? Stuff like that."
Yeah.
So I think Andrade Punk are going to be the two main topics that I'm sure that Ariel probably has the most research and
I
stuff.
can't believe we're still talking about the Punk thing.
To be fair, AEW has kind of let it go for the most part.
Yeah.
WWE as well. There hasn't been any John Cena quotes like, "Oh, last time you were backstage, you had to attack somebody" or something like that. There hasn't been that's probably like a Dominic Mysterio thing. So I'm curious. We'll touch on it on Thursday and see what went right and what went wrong. So all right, that'll wrap up today's show. Coming on Thursday right here in WFRV Plus, we have our picks. My defense of our near fall championship. Got to try to do it. I did win technically. What was the last Saturday night main event? But you and me tied, I guess. But there was only 4 matches, and everybody had the same exact picks, except for Ben wanted to mix one up, so we didn't all have the same 4. So I think there'll be a little bit different on this Full Gear card, and we'll have to see. So stay with us. We'll be back on Thursday right here on WFRV Plus. Until next time, keep your shoulders off the mat. Thanks for watching.